an absolutely shocker of a news coming in at about midnight tonight that KK was performing in Kolkata on stage and then collapsed. And then he was rushed to the hospital, but by then the doctors declared him brought dead. An absolutely horror news of, just number of songs that we can even think of right now. And, I'm now joined by music director, composer, Mr. Suleiman. At this point, when you hear of such a news, one doesn't even know how to react. But, performing at a concert and then he collapses and is dead. I mean, when did you hear of this news? Tell us something about KK that you've known.
I've just heard that this is Salim, by the way. I
Salim,
just heard from the promoter that he did an amazing concert at Nazrul Nazrul Manch in Kolkata, and he wasn't feeling very well after the show, and but the concert was really fantastic, and everybody loved it. He got off stage. He wasn't very well. He wasn't feeling very well. He vomited. He asked for ORS. He went to his room. He vomited and he was just he just sort of collapsed. He was taken to the hospital and he was declared dead. I'm shocked because I cannot believe. I just spoke to the promoter and he said that it was a fantastic show and they wanted him to repeat it again, but he said no, I'm not feeling very well, and so he had a 6 a.m. flight and he's no more.
Salim, could you know what could have happened, what led to it or something? Because he's performing, he appears to be well. So was there something that was happening that he was not feeling well, like you're telling us? If there's anything that you can tell us about that.
He's one performer I know who's so as a singer he's so disciplined. He doesn't really, eat that much. He doesn't eat outside food too much. He loves cooking. He's a homebody. He likes to stay home. He likes to stay indoors. He likes to be, with his family. And he travels really light, and he doesn't really, he's not at all very demanding. He's just, very, very grounded. He lives a very healthy life. And at the age of 54 also, 53, 54, I think that's his age, he was very, very active on the live circuit. He did, this month itself, he's done a few concerts. And really, it's really shocking how a guy, after a brilliant show, after, pleasing his audiences and, having an amazing show, just goes back to his hotel room and is no more.
Salim, how do you think this is going to be felt across the industry? Because I can only think of one song after another, a legacy that he left behind, and clearly there was so much more that we would have loved to have from him, whether it was Pyar Ke Pal or film songs or these concerts. It was an energy that just connected to people for years.
I just don't know how to process this news. I'm falling short of words, and I really hope and pray that his family finds strength. And the whole music fraternity has lost an incredible singer. A singer with such a golden voice that lit up cinema, that lit up every track that he sung. And, voice that resounds. I'm getting goosebumps. I cannot understand. I can't process what has just happened. He was a very dear friend of mine. We've spoken for such a long time. Whenever we used to meet, we used to, just be like talking about the music scene and about our songs that we recorded together. I still remember when he had come to sing Ashaye, he insisted that I should sing that word Ashaye. He doesn't mind singing the whole song, but that part Ashaye should be sung by me. And such a beautiful soul, a great human being, amazing artist. They say that all good people leave you very soon. And it's really true. It was Hindu Malayali 3 days ago, and today it's KK. What's happening to the music world? It's a very dark time for the music world.
That's so true what you said, that, people who've connected to KK for generations. Literally, there was a second generation coming forth and he was still connecting to them. Salim, if you can also tell me, because this is such unpredictable moments like these. Like you said, whether it was Moosewala or whether it is KK right now, as we are ending the day, we're reporting this demise. It is such an unpredictable moment that, and we can only now try and remember KK for the music that he's left behind. It's the legacy that he's left behind for us.
Indeed. It's, these people, they just, their heart and their soul is so pure that I think they go very soon leaving their legacy behind. I'm still in shock, and I'm still broken and completely traumatized with what's going on.
Salim, I'll just ask a few more questions, which is, what about the energy that he brought to the stage? Because you've composed music with him, you've heard his music, you've participated in sort of like jugalbandis, in even composing and listening to each other. Do tell us about the energy that KK had even today, just about hours ago that he was performing, that energy that he was known for.
KK is he was such a live wire. I mean, on stage, first of all, his voice, he was blessed with his beautiful, powerful voice. And, his songs, the way he sang, he was just like he sang beautiful songs, great songs, very effortlessly. Very blessed singer. And, whether it's in the studio or on stage, he had an amazing energy, great band. He was a complete band person. Always hung out with them, ate with them. I know all his band members.
When did you last speak to him, Salim? When did you could possibly had a last conversation?
I bumped into him in an airport lounge where I was going for a show and he was going for a show. And it was in Mumbai itself. We were both traveling. I was traveling to Delhi and he was traveling to some other city. I can't remember. But we bumped into each other at the airport lounge just a couple of months ago. I think it was in March. And it's really unbelievable.
What did the promoter say to you? That was he not well? Was he exhausted, or was he just going from one concert to another, as it looks like here in Kolkata?
No, so the promoter wanted him to do a second performance. And KK of course refused. He said, "No, he's not feeling too well." And he's a person who's very, very content and very, he likes to do less. He's not a person who likes to do too much. He wants to go back to his family. He's an absolute family person. And, he said, no, I want to go back home and stuff. And he refused. But he had a great show. It's truly a shocker because, he's such and he's so healthy. He's so fit. He has no bad habits. He ate in limits. And when you see him, he looks not a year older than 35.
Salim, thank you so much. Salim Merchant, singer, composer, for speaking to India Today.